Welcome back to ciLiving. If you are a creative person, you might understand how hard it can be to get started on a project. Joining me today with some inspiration is local author Erin Hoff. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So tell me a little bit about how you got started writing books.
I've been writing since I was little, but the fear always stopped me, what would people think? So I just almost 50 now, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go out there and just do it. It's never too late. And so that's what I want to inspire other people, that no matter your circumstances, any obstacles, your age, whatever it is, that you need to go for your dreams, and it's never too late to do so.
That's such a great message. Thank you for sharing that and for telling us what inspired you to write these. Let's start down here with Rejected. What is this book about?
Rejected, it's what a lot of people go through, bullying when they're a kid, and it's about a dinosaur with long arms, because conventionally they have short arms, and he lives in the jungle, and he goes back to school and gets bullied, and there's an instance that happens where he rescues one of the other dinosaurs and then teaches everybody about kindness. So really just teaching children, about being kind to others. And there's also a little bit of poetry in there for adults that they'll enjoy it as well.
I like that it's about, because he's a little bit different, he initially isn't accepted by everybody, but then ultimately it turns out it's what's on the inside that truly counts.
Exactly.
And then what about this one?
Passion for Dragons is I liked it in my books to incorporate real life situations along with fantasy. So it starts off with a young man who has a tragic accident, and there's also a young lady who is, in the same instance of bullying, is kind of cruel to everybody. And they both are taken to a world of dragons where she learns to be kind, and then he learns to accept himself because of the tragic accident that happened to him. And at the same time, they help rescue the dragons from the circumstances that they're under. So it's a fantasy, but I think that a lot of people would enjoy it, that enjoy that kind of, dragons are pretty popular.
Yeah, if you like fantasy and dragons, that one's for you. And what about the one down at the end?
My most recent book is about a young girl that just can fly. Like, there's no superpowers or anything that happens. She's just born and she's able to fly, and it just tells her story of overcoming her obstacles with this, because she becomes famous at a very young age. And also, and I guess a lot of my stories incorporated teenagers and what they go through. And in this one, she rescues another young lady who feels like she has nothing to live for, and it's just, and it ends up being, all of them have, happy endings, and where people learn lessons along the way.
Nice.
Which is what I like to teach.
And you have an offer for people if they donate to a shelter. What is your offer?
So I'm doing this is a hobby for me, but I want to use, my little talent to be able to, do my part in this world. And so anybody who donates at least $5 to the animal shelter can email me, and I'll send them a digital copy of the book of their choice. And let's get some money to the shelters.
That's very sweet. And I like that you've now tied your talent to a cause that's really important to you.
Yes, and I do encourage everybody to do that. Everybody's got a talent, use that talent and do some good for others and for community and animals.
Well, thank you for being here, Erin. You're truly inspiring.
Thank you so much.